Zcast, el podcast de Zcash en español. Primary contact, Roosevelt Gordons through in the Zcash community forum. Amount requested, $5,000 USD, upfront. Why is an upfront payment required? The money from this grant will be used to purchase the necessary equipment for the podcast, namely, laptops, microphones with extendable arms and camera. Grant description: Zcast, the Zcash podcast in Spanish, is an initiative that seeks to continue collaborating with the divulgation, education and adoption of Zcash throughout the American continent, and places in the world where there are Spanish-speaking people. Spanish is the third most spoken language on the internet, behind Chinese and English, so it is of vital importance, in order to continue conquering the continent's borders, that the contents about Zcash are disseminated in this language. According to data from the Cervantes Institute, there are currently 62 million native Spanish speakers in the United States, approximately 20% of the population, and 12 million bilingual Spanish speakers. In the rest of the continent, there are approximately 440 million native speakers. With this podcast, we want to be the bridge, in our Spanish language, of everything that happens in the Zcash ecosystem. Yes, it's great everything that happens with ZechHub in the community forum and in the different Zcash digital media, but with this podcast, we will manage to concentrate in one place: news, CCP and ZF announcements, community events, tips, analysis, besides having guests from Zcash or the crypto ecosystem that can bring updated and constant information to the audience. The podcast will have a bi-weekly frequency, that is, there will be 2 episodes per month. It will have a duration of no more than 1 hour, and we want to make a first season of 6 months. After this period of time, we will evaluate metrics, receptivity and comments, with a view to a second season. We will host Zcast on YouTube and Spotify, 2 platforms of great penetration and consumption in the Spanish-speaking community, being YouTube the second most visited website on the internet and the second social network with more users in the world, and Spotify being the world's #1 platform for podcast listening, data from the Digital 2023 Global Overview Report by Where Social. Zcast will be hosted by 2 moderators, who will comment on the topics covered. It will have several sections, clearly identified: ecosystem announcements, news, curiosities and phrases, and we want to have a different guest in each episode, with whom we can share firsthand their impressions about what is being done in Zcash. In case we have guests who do not speak Spanish, we will have an interpreter that will allow us to transmit live what the guest says. As professionals and specialists in the areas of marketing, blogging and podcasting, we are convinced that the most powerful format of the moment for the consumption and dissemination of any project or initiative with online presence is video, which is why Zcast will be in both formats: video, YouTube, and audio, Spotify. The main focus of Zcast is to inform and educate in an entertaining, fresh and non-technical way about Zcash. What we want is to make accessible to everyone, experts or beginners, the Zcash technology and everything that happens in our ecosystem. Team: Roosevelt Gordons, host of Zcast, computer scientist by profession, 13 years of experience as a blogger and podcaster. His website, socialmediasincensura.com, is a web designer. He collaborated in the design of the Zcash en español website and a specialist in the area of social media marketing. Enthusiast of free software and blockchain technology, he has 2 years of experience in the crypto ecosystem and has 1 year as a moderator and volunteer collaborator within the Zcash en español community. Aura Brito, co-host of Zcast, is an accountant and fiscal and tax manager, 10 years of experience as a blogger and podcaster. She is a speaker and has specialized in community building, as well as training and advising SMEs, brands and entrepreneurs. Aura worked on the design of the Zcash en español website and is also an active member of the Zcash community. She writes for the blog on Free2Z and also on her own website, aurabrito.com. As active members of the Zcash en español community, we both know very well the dynamics of content consumption in our locality. While it is true that written content, blog type, is useful and quite accepted, the content that the community itself says it wants to consume more is the podcast. Zcash Zeitgeist 02. Primary contact, the ZFAFE Club. Amount requested, $1,337 USD, upon completion of grant. Grant description: a cypherpunk tale set in the fictional city of Zcash. We will create a 6 to 8 minute video episode of Zcash Zeitgeist, telling a new story in the city of Zcash. Episode 1. Ryan will organize and lead the project via ZFAFE Club channels and will provide support and resources, such as a Discord channel, collaboration tools/platforms, file sharing, software, creative support, etc. Grant funds will be distributed fairly among contributors, as Zech. Details need to be figured out. Club organizers are excluded from payment. Funded contributions could include anything, such as story, audio, video, promotion, translation, whatever. Zcap voters can opt out of payment in order to contribute to the project. Delivery: 2 months. Bonus content will be published throughout the collaborative creation process on the Free2Z page, all free to use. Free2Z, forum post. 33/16. Team: the ZFAFE Club is an online collective of Zcash, audiovisual content creators organized by Ryan Taylor and the Zcash Foundation. Unified Address Parsing and Construction Library for .NET. Primary contact, Nerdbank. Amount requested, $750 USD, upon completion of grant. Grant description: I would like to kickstart development of Zcash applications built on the .NET platform. I want to start a .NET library that simply can parse unified addresses, as, into their individual receiver addresses with any other metadata, e.g. preferred order, that the UA embeds. Further, it should be able to construct a UA given a set of addresses. This .NET library will be cross-platform, with automated tests to verify correct functionality on Windows, Linux, Mac. Manual testing on Android will also be done, although I don't expect any problems there. This .NET library will be easily consumable as a NuGet package, and pushed to NuGet.org, a very popular exchange of, mostly FOSS, software components for building applications. This .NET library may help existing exchanges to support AS, particularly if those exchanges are written with ASP.NET. The ultimate vision I have is a full-featured .NET library delivered as a NuGet package to NuGet.org for all applications to use to interact with the Zcash blockchain, functioning as a light wallet. A substantial risk with the ultimate vision is whether a .NET implementation of the cryptographic functions can have acceptable performance. I believe most implementations so far have been in native code, C++ or Rust. If C-number cannot perform with acceptable performance, this ultimate vision can be modified to be C-number bindings to the existing Rust or C++ library to still enable .NET Zcash light wallets, although with a native library dependency. To be clear, this grant is not for the ultimate vision. But the UA functionality described in the first paragraph will be housed in a repo, library and NuGet package that will be suitable for gradual growth into the ultimate vision, if that vision can be reached, with subsequent grants. Team: I'm a team of one at this point. I have been an open source developer for over 20 years, as well as a professional software engineer at Microsoft for about 17 years. I have a passion for developing OS software to raise the privacy level for end users, including developing the IronPython protocol and library that features E2E encryption and message routing over a trustless network without disclosing anything about a person's social network, and a POC desktop and mobile app to demonstrate it. I also am actively working on a modern, personal financial tracking client application, a la Quicken, that I hope can one day consume a .NET Zcash library so that Zcash wallet operations can be done directly from within a full financial tracking application instead of a mere software wallet with the typical functionality that they contain. I love Zcash, but I really don't yet understand the deep ZK crypto that it entails. That's why I think starting with just a simple UA library would be a good place to get my feet wet, hopefully leading to much more. Buying Damasa Japan, a personal finance course for underprivileged youth. Primary contact, Tokidoki. Amount requested, $5,000 USD upfront. Why is an upfront payment required? We need money to cover the cost of venue rent, teaching materials, stipends for mentors and students, and operational costs. Without this funding, we will not be able to organize the program and deliver the course to the target group. Grant description: we will offer a course on financial literacy for students facing economic challenges, who are in high school or college. Our target group is students who have interrupted their education before, and are now resuming their studies. The aim of this program is to prepare them for their future by teaching them relevant skills. They will learn how to make wise financial choices, manage their money well, plan ahead for their financial goals, and the future of money. Students will learn the following topics. 1. Understanding basic financial concepts and terminology, such as earnings, budgeting, and investing. 2. Learning how to manage a budget and make smart financial decisions, including choosing a bank and taking out a loan. 3. Exploring financial aid and scholarship opportunities to support education and career goals. 4. Planning for life goals, such as university, career planning, buying a house, and retirement. 5. Discovering the future of money with a focus on Zcash. We will host 4 bi-weekly meetups for the course at a venue suitable for learning. To ensure personalized attention and optimal learning, we will limit the number of students to a small group of 10 to 20 participants. The students will receive a stipend to apply their learning and also to cover their food and transportation expenses. To measure the effectiveness of our program, we will ask students to complete surveys on their knowledge and experience before and after the program. We will report our progress and outcomes to the Zcash community via forum post and share our teaching materials, learnings, successes, challenges, and recommendations for future, similar initiatives. Team: Tokidoki is a software engineer from Indonesia. He currently mentors junior developers at a coding bootcamp and contributes to Zekub.org. Sijupik is an education enthusiast from Indonesia. He currently leads a non-formal education institution for homeschooling and school dropouts. Research on Zcash SKYC free infrastructure. Primary contact, Ian Sagstetter. Amount requested, $6,000 USD, upon completion of grant. Grant description: pitch, a one-liner elevator pitch version of your proposal. Funding a research grant to research, analyze, and document non-KYC options available to Zcash users and present further recommendations to the community. Description of problem, opportunity, and solution. Problem: I believe that most Zcashers acquire Zcash through buying it on a centralized exchange. This means that they submit identification verification, aka Know Your Customer KYC, and the exchange, who is susceptible to data hacks and leaks, knows how much Zcash you have purchased. I also believe that Zcash needs to have focused efforts on increasing its peer-to-peer adoption. We can't just dawdle, we need to spend. If Zcashers are onboarded only through centralized exchanges, there are a large number of people that are looking for a return on their investment. This means there are less incentivized people who'd use Zcash in a peer-to-peer fashion. Opportunity. Due to a functioning, Orchard-first, Zcash wallet being widely available on major app stores, it is easy to onboard new Zcash users. Also, there are a number of tools we can use to help onboard new users without sending them to a centralized exchange, the main one being Free2Z. There are also a number of non-KYC exchanges that can help users swap ZEC into other tokens should they choose to. With infrastructure in place, we can create resources that encourage peer-to-peer, shielded Zcash adoption. A simple thought exercise. When we want money IRL, we create a bank account and then submit bank details to an employer who pays us through a bank transfer. In Zcash, you could download a wallet, complete work online for someone, and then give them a shielded address to send the payment. Why Zcash over centralized banking? No KYC and potential censorship. But these tools are segmented, and it's difficult to understand how all of them fit into the ecosystem. We also need better documentation on the various privacy guarantees that each solution has. Solution. I propose that I spend 3.5 months researching and analyzing Zcash's current non-KYC infrastructure, analyze and document current solutions, and present further recommendations to the community. The main purpose of this research would be to show Zcashers what options are available to them, creating onboarding documentation on the best way for users to join Zcash via non-KYC infrastructure, and manage a comm sprint going into and following ZCon 4. The solution will be structured as research site, similar to this structure, albeit less technical user guides, similar to ZecUp. ZCon 4 presentation on research and recommendations comm sprint, similar to ZecUp style comms while I managed it . Solution format. What is the exact form of the final deliverable you're creating? The format of the work will be a simple research website documenting the research. Contains research on current Zcash non-KYC infrastructure other ecosystems non-KYC infrastructure gaps and potential solutions to said gaps recommendations. User guide similar to ZecUp. Contains guides on how to acquire ZEC without KYC. How to spend Zcash without KYC. How to exchange Zcash for other cryptocurrencies to spend. A comm sprint leveraging the ecosystem's communication channels. Twitter Spaces, Free2Z live streams, ZFAF meetups, etc. ZCon 4 presentation. If speaking application accepted . Dependencies. What external entities is your project dependent on? What involvement is required from ZF, ECC, and/or other external organizations? Who would have to incorporate your work in order for it to be usable? No dependencies to complete work. However, it would be nice to do meetings with community members and ecosystem partners, so they'd have to be willing to meet with me for that to happen. Execution risks. What obstacles do you expect? What is most likely to go wrong? Which unknown factors could jeopardize success? Who would have to incorporate your work in order for it to be usable? One execution risk is that this would be my first research project. But I've consistently proven that I can deliver results for Zcash-specific work, even if I lack experience in the domain. i.e., role at ECC, ZecUp. Another is organizing calls for research. It'd be great to speak with community members on current infrastructure and understand where they feel gaps are, what they think are good solutions, and what solutions they'd want to see built. I'd also like to speak with partner organizations who provide non-KYC infrastructure to understand why they support or don't support Zcash. I was pretty good at cold outreach back in the day, so I don't doubt I could organize some meetings through cold outreach and community introductions. Schedule and milestones. What is your timeline for the project? Include concrete milestones and the major tasks required to complete each milestone. Milestone 1 estimated completion date, May 31, 2023. Milestone 1 USD value of payout upon completion of deliverables, $0. Deliverable 1.1 Zcash non-KYC research report. This month is focused on organizing calls with community members, non-KYC info providers, structuring research documentation, and creating a site or leveraging a community site to host the non-KYC user guides. Milestone 2 estimated completion date, June 30, 2023. Milestone 2 USD value of payout upon completion of deliverables, $0. Deliverable 2.1 Zcash non-KYC research report. This month will focus on creating the introduction section to user guides, analyze research calls, present research outline to the community, and begin writing the research documentation. Milestone 3 estimated completion date, July 31, 2023. Milestone 3 USD value of payout upon completion of deliverables, $6,000. Deliverable 3.1 Zcash Non-KYC Research Report. This month is focused on finishing user guides, publishing research, and presenting my findings at ZCon 4. How was the project timeline determined? The work will be done and delivered from April 17 to August 1, 2023. Application submission date, March 6, 2023 Final thoughts. Throughout my time in the Zcash community, there hasn't been as much conversation around acquiring and spending Zcash via non-KYC avenues. This isn't to say that it doesn't exist, or that it's not possible, it's just not as widely documented as other areas. I want to focus my next few months on determining what gaps our community currently has, understand what solutions are possible, and present these findings to the community. I firmly believe that if Zcash does not have sustainable ways to acquire, exchange and spend Zcash without KYC, then it will not gain adoption at the rate we hope, and it will miss a huge opportunity in giving the world a censorship-resistant, private, digital cash. Team, Ian Sagstetter. Current, member of the Zcash Community Advisory Panel, advisor at Zekub. Priv, Communications and Community Manager at Electric Coin Company, founder at Zekub. Preparing and publishing a web novel dealing with financial privacy and crypto. Primary contact, Zcash Maximalist at ZecMaximalist on Twitter. Amount requested, $7,500 USD upon completion of grant. Grant description, 1. Introduction. We have experienced progress in developing and deploying crypto, led by Bitcoin and Ethereum. When it comes to thinking financial privacy of crypto, I always say, common people feel that a problem really matters when it is realized. I tweeted including that kind of message, while a simple statement could not take attention from the non-Zcash community. Recently, I just thought that storytelling can be effective in taking attention and spreading recognition of the necessity of financial privacy for crypto. A novel, especially a thriller novel, seems interesting to common people. What will happen if we adopt Bitcoin or other cryptos in real life, IRL, without consideration of financial privacy with ZKP? I would like to apply this proposal for the ZF Minor Grants Program, which intends to explore various ways of spreading recognition of Zcash and ZKP. Especially, we will write and deploy a novel, in Korean and English, dealing with the financial privacy of crypto. If the grant supports our proposal, we can share our novel on related platforms, Naver and Webnovel in Korean and English, respectively. 2. Details. Activity 1, preparing a draft of a novel, dealing with problems related to privacy, up to $5,100. Conducting a brief investigation on novels whose topics are crypto, up to $300, 1 month. We will conduct this sub-activity with the Zcash Korean community, granting some SEC and facilitating engagement, e.g., suggesting examples of privacy invasion, conducting a literature review. Writing synopsis and cases dealing with possible problems related to financial privacy invasion in a form of a novel in Korean, up to $500/story x 6 stories equals $3,000, 3 months for preparation and 3 months for deployment, serial upload. Translating the drafts into English, up to $300/story x 6 stories equals $1,800. Activity 2, designing and advertising for the novel, up to $2,400 will be conducted after receiving the fund. Outsourcing for cover design and several illustrations, up to $1,200, 1.5 months. Online advertisement on the platform and Google, up to $1,200, 3 months. Deliverable 1, a draft of novel, dealing with financial privacy and crypto. Deliverable 2, publication, uploading. Impact, spreading recognition of the importance of financial privacy in crypto. The contents, privacy invasion stories, can be utilized by Zcash Media. Team, as one of the most active members in the Zcash Korean community, I have been in the scene, accumulating experience related to crypto and also non-fungible token, NFT, communities. I work as a researcher and publish scientific reports. Dizzy Wallet, a dedicated Zcash wallet for Discord. Primary contact, James Katz. Amount requested, $12,000 USD upon completion of grant queue. Grant description, the adoption of cryptocurrencies has been hindered by a number of factors, including the reluctance of new users to download a full-fledged wallet and general skepticism towards digital currencies. Dizzy Wallet addresses these concerns by automatically creating a wallet for the user, enabling them to receive tips, send, and deposit ZEC with ease. While there is already a bot called tip.cc that serves a similar purpose, its unreliability and downtime have resulted in the postponement of important events. With full-time dedication to programming, maintenance, and debugging the code, Dizzy Wallet will ensure seamless and uninterrupted usage of ZEC on Discord for the entire community. Dizzy Wallet is exclusively focused on Zcash, making its usage and interface more user-friendly. Outgoing transactions is shielded by default. Dizzy Wallet is versatile and can be added to an unlimited number of servers, providing a seamless and user-friendly experience for a growing number of users. The Dizzy Wallet will be available for public use, allowing integration into a variety of servers, including those focused on Zcash, cryptocurrency in general, gaming, and so on. This will provide a platform for individuals to learn and utilize Zcash. After first contact with Zcash through Dizzy Wallet, users will be encouraged to try traditional wallets, such as Ekwallet, uWallet, Zingo, and so on. Just to reiterate, Dizzy Wallet is not meant to be an alternative or replacement for traditional wallets. Its purpose is for introducing new users to Zcash. Dizzy Wallet is a Discord bot that provides seamless and secure access to Zcash transactions. The bot will be hosted on a secure cloud computing platform to ensure the highest level of security and reliability. Developing, testing, and deploying such software requires a significant amount of resources and expertise. I hope to be eligible for this grant from Zcash Foundation to cover the costs associated with development, debugging, and maintenance of Dizzy Wallet. Dizzy Wallet provides an easy and convenient way for new users to enter the world of Zcash without the need for downloading, installing, and synchronizing a full-fledged wallet. This opens up new opportunities for Zcash adoption and helps to attract a larger user base. Dizzy Wallet enables various community-driven activities on Discord servers, including normal Zcash transactions, transparent and shielded, providing full access to ZEC transactions, direct tips, allowing users to send ZEC to other users, airdrops, encouraging users to join and split rewards, active tips, tipping active users in a channel, phrase drops, rewarding users who participate by typing a specific phrase. The proposed work will consist of the following steps: development, maintenance, and hosting of the Dizzy Wallet on a secure cloud computing platform, support of the Zcash Latam team in promoting Zcash on Discord and engaging users, maintenance and hosting of other Discord bots created for Zcash Latam, such as Zekwiz and Zexdots, development and procurement of hardware to create a proof of concept, Zcash Snack Machine, to be showcased at in-person events, availability to assist the Zcash Latam team in executing any other projects they might undertake. The hosting of the services will depend on virtual cloud computing services, and the proposed solution is to use Amazon OS for hosting all services. But there are other good features that could be considered. The execution risks for the Dizzy Wallet project seem to be limited. For this particular project, Dizzy Wallet is a hot wallet. I'll be following Brazil's cryptocurrency legislation to ensure user safety and privacy. The use of a popular and secure cloud computing provider, such as Amazon OS, should help mitigate any security concerns. There is no uncommon factors that could jeopardize success, since the demand for this kind of service already exists. Milestone 1 estimated completion date, April 5, 2023. Milestone 1 USD value of payout upon completion of deliverables, $3,000. Deliverable 1.1, first release of Dizzy Wallet 4. Testing, private Discord server. Deliverable 1.2, continue hosting previous work on virtual private computing service, AWS, Lightstyle. Milestone 2 estimated completion date, June 5, 2023. Milestone 2 USD value of payout upon completion of deliverables, $3,000. Deliverable 2.1, Dizzy Wallet will already be in public use, public release by the end of March, beginning of April. Deliverable 2.2 intense development, possible bug fixing of Dizzy Wallet. Deliverable 2.3, continue hosting previous work on virtual private computing service, AWS, Lightstyle. Deliverable 2.4, thanks to feedback from the forum users. Deliverable 2 will also include beta release of a version of this wallet for Telegram, for now, jokingly called Tipsy Wallet. Milestone 3 USD value of payout upon completion of deliverables, $3,000. Milestone 3 estimated completion date, September 5, 2023. Deliverable 3.1, other projects will be ready, like the Snack Machine proof of concept. Deliverable 3.2, continue development, possible bug fixing of Dizzy Wallet. Deliverable 3.3, continue hosting previous work on virtual private computing service, AWS, Lightstyle. Milestone 4 USD value of payout upon completion of deliverables, $3,000. Milestone 4 estimated completion date, December 5, 2023. Deliverable 4.1, public release of the source code of Node.js library on GitHub. Deliverable 4.2, continue development, possible bug fixing of Dizzy Wallet. Deliverable 4.3, continue hosting previous work on virtual private computing service, AWS, Lightstyle. Thank you for your time. For further information about this project, please visit my previous application for Zcash grants, H wallet for Discord, /43988U equals James Katz. Team, at James Katz, IT professional with extensive experience in management and development, will lead this project. With a passion for Zcash and an active presence in the Zcash Latam Discord community, I'm always trying to help new users have the best experience with Zcash. Crew 3 technician support if Crew 3 keeps growing. Primary contact, IAG. Amount requested, $600 USD, upon completion of grant. Grant description, this grant proposal is in order to myself be in charge to approve, deny submissions, manage analytics and collaborate with ZKUB and with its growth. ILL create posts, ZKUB Twitter artworks regarding Crew 3 and add new tasks if necessary. All of this to the engage improvement the community and bring new members to the project. Team, I am IAG, member of Zcash Brazil design team. Studied publish until 7th grade of social communication, university where I've learned subjects as publish writing, analytic research and art direction. As I am always online working at Zcash global Discord server, it won't be hard to add to my Zcash Brazil daily tasks. I am very interested on marketing on chain tools. Algorithmic anthropometry. The digital measurement of the human individual for the purpose of governing. Why privacy matters. Primary contact, Tilmer Goose. Amount requested, $15,000 USD, upon completion of grant. Grant description. My proposal aims to advance Zcash's privacy-focused blockchain technology through cutting-edge research and community building initiatives, fostering greater adoption and enhancing financial privacy for individuals and institutions alike. The rapid growth of big data and its increasing use in government, business, and other domains has raised concerns about the potential impact on citizens' privacy. As governments and other organizations collect and analyze vast amounts of data on individuals, questions arise about how this information is being used and whether citizens have sufficient control over their personal information. In particular, the push for transparent citizen services, which aims to use big data to improve public services and enhance government transparency, has led to a tension between the benefits of data-driven decision-making and the need to protect citizens' privacy. While big data can help to identify patterns and insights that may improve public services, citizens may feel uncomfortable with the level of data collection and analysis required to achieve these benefits. Therefore, it is important to examine the trade-offs between the potential benefits of big data in transparent citizen services and the privacy concerns raised by this approach. The problem statement then becomes how to balance the benefits of big data and transparent citizen services with citizens' right to privacy to ensure that individuals can trust the use of their data by the government or any other entities while improving public services in a meaningful way. The purpose of this proposed project is to raise awareness of the importance of privacy in the digital age and to promote responsible data practices among individuals, businesses, and governments. Its ultimate goal is to widen the footprint of Zcash in a professional manner. In today's interconnected world, personal information is increasingly being collected, stored, and shared by a wide range of entities, and the potential risks to privacy and security are growing. This proposal will produce academic research and publish of the paper several Zcash blockchain workshop and presentations, community growth, event participation and organization, consulting sessions on Zcash wallet setup, regulatory engagement, partnerships with universities and research institutions. The goal of this project is to produce a research paper, several workshops throughout the year, and education sessions that will promote meaningful data management, community growth, awareness, and engagement with Zcash. By bringing together experts from various fields, I aim to develop a deeper understanding of how big data can be used to enhance transparent citizen services while preserving privacy. The research paper will serve as a valuable resource for policymakers, practitioners, and researchers seeking to balance the benefits of big data with citizens' privacy concerns. In addition, the workshops and education sessions will provide a forum for discussion and exchange of ideas, allowing participants to learn from one another and explore new approaches to data management and privacy protection. By fostering a strong community of stakeholders, I hope to increase awareness and engagement with Zcash, a cryptocurrency that emphasizes privacy and anonymity. Overall, this project aims to contribute to the growing field of big data and privacy while promoting community growth and engagement with Zcash. Like any project, there are potential execution risks associated with this proposal. One major obstacle I may face is attracting and engaging a diverse set of stakeholders. I will need to ensure that our workshops and education sessions are inclusive and accessible to individuals from different backgrounds and areas of expertise. Another challenge may be balancing the need for meaningful data management and privacy protection with the benefits of big data in transparent citizen services. It will be essential to involve experts from multiple disciplines and perspectives to develop a comprehensive approach that addresses these competing priorities. To address these challenges, I plan to take a collaborative and iterative approach, continually seeking feedback from stakeholders and refining my approach as needed. I will also prioritize transparency and communication to build trust and engagement with the community. Finally, I will work closely with partners to ensure that I have the necessary resources and expertise to carry out the project successfully. By taking a proactive and collaborative approach, I believe I can overcome these execution risks and make meaningful contributions to the field of big data and privacy. While the goal of this project is to promote meaningful data management, community growth, awareness, and engagement with Zcash, there may be unintended consequences if the project is successful. One potential negative ramification could be the over-reliance on Zcash and other blockchain-based solutions, leading to a lack of diversity and competition in the market. Another unintended consequence could be the increased complexity and technical debt associated with the use of blockchain technology, which may make it difficult for smaller organizations and individuals to participate in transparent citizen services. Additionally, there may be privacy implications if Zcash is used inappropriately or if individuals are not sufficiently educated on its use and potential risks. Finally, there may be challenges related to interoperability and maintainability if Zcash is not widely adopted or if other blockchain-based solutions emerge as competitors. To mitigate these unintended consequences, I will need to prioritize education and communication to ensure that individuals and organizations have a comprehensive understanding of the benefits and risks of using Zcash and other blockchain-based solutions. I will also need to promote interoperability and diversity in the market, and work closely with partners and stakeholders to ensure that the technology is stable, secure, and accessible to all. By addressing these potential unintended consequences proactively, I can help to ensure that the benefits of big data and blockchain technology are realized while minimizing any negative ramifications. To evaluate the success of this project, I plan to share several quantitative and qualitative metrics with the community. Quantitative metrics will include the number of individuals and organizations that participate in our workshops and education sessions, the level of engagement and feedback we receive from the community, and the number of downloads and citations of our research paper. In addition to these quantitative metrics, I will also commit to reporting qualitative metrics that reflect the impact and effectiveness of our project. These may include case studies or testimonials from individuals and organizations that have successfully implemented Zcash in their transparent citizen services, as well as feedback and suggestions from participants in our workshops and education sessions. I will also seek to capture the extent to which our project has contributed to community growth, awareness, and engagement with Zcash, and any changes in perceptions and attitudes toward the use of blockchain technology for transparent citizen services. Overall, I believe that sharing both quantitative and qualitative metrics will provide a more comprehensive and nuanced evaluation of the success of our project. By tracking both the adoption and use of Zcash and the impact of our education and engagement efforts, we can ensure that our project is making meaningful contributions to the field of big data and privacy, while also promoting community growth and awareness. To ensure effective tracking of the project's success, it will be divided into several milestones, each with specific objectives, timelines, and deliverables. To effectively execute this project, it is crucial to provide a competitive and reasonable total compensation budget. By providing a well-structured and competitive compensation package, I can ensure that I am fully committed to the success of the project, and that we achieve our objectives in a timely and efficient manner. First milestone. Finalize and publish first paper, approx. 7 pages, 3,500 words single-spaced plus offline presentation in Zurich. Second milestone. Finalize and publish second paper, approx. 7 pages, 3,500 words single-spaced plus offline presentation in Zurich. Third milestone. Finalize and publish third paper, approx. 7 pages, 3,500 words single-spaced plus offline presentation in Zurich. The aim is to achieve the milestones throughout 2023. The project timeline was determined based on several factors, including the scope of the project, the available resources and expertise, and the desired outcomes and deliverables. To create a realistic timeline, I started by breaking down the project into several phases, each with specific objectives, tasks, and timelines. I then estimated the time required for each task, taking into account factors such as the level of complexity, available resources, and dependencies on external entities. In addition, I conducted consultations with relevant stakeholders, external partners, and the community to gather input and feedback on the timeline and make any necessary adjustments. I also allowed for some flexibility in the timeline to accommodate unexpected events or changes in project priorities. Overall, the project timeline was determined through a collaborative and iterative process that took into account the project's scope, resources, and desired outcomes. By carefully planning and monitoring the project timeline, I can ensure that I stay on track and achieve our goals in a timely and effective manner. As a member of this community, I am familiar with these channels and have been actively participating in discussions and sharing insights on topics related to Zcash, blockchain technology, cryptography, and privacy. I am interested in the importance of privacy, which led me to discover the Zcash Community Grants Program, which provides an opportunity to support and contribute to the development and advancement of technologies that promote privacy and financial freedom. By applying for this grant, I leverage my knowledge and skills to make a meaningful impact on the Zcash community and help to shape the future of privacy-focused blockchain technologies. Team Tilmer's professional experience ranges from business, IT, tax and legal consultation, but also to the work with several renowned blockchain and crypto projects, such as the setup of large Bitcoin mining facilities in Quebec, Canada in early 2017, advising at the United Nations New York on policy aspects of blockchain technology. Tilmer held the position as the legal counsel of Cardano Foundation, worked as IT project manager at Seba Bank, the first pure digital asset bank in Switzerland where he joined before the banking license was granted. He taught at Itza University and worked as a senior IT business analyst at Bank Frick in Liechtenstein, the first private bank offering blockchain banking to crypto companies. Most recently he joined Copper.co, amongst the largest institutional custodian for digital assets, as a business developer, where he shapes the strategy to enter the Swiss and Liechtenstein market. Tilmer Goose is a PhD researcher specialization into accounting, where he focuses on accounting, accountability and the role of privacy in big data management, including financial data, digital ethics and the role of blockchain technology. His research is facilitated by the University of Minho, where he collaborates with Professor Dr. Carlos Menezes. Tilmer is the author of the Banking Bitcoins Taxation Handbook, the Handbook of International Money, Management and Digital Assets, bbthandbook.com, the only book you can purchase with fiat and cryptocurrencies. He voluntarily chairs the Crypto Valley Association, Working Group Education and initiated the Call for Papers, 2022 and regularly participates in panels, discussions or acts as a keynote speaker. Let's learn about crypto and blockchain. Primary. Contact Yandira Delgado. Amount requested $6,800 USD upfront. Why is an upfront payment required? To start the educational project to be developed, it is required to have a set of technological equipment with which the support material will be prepared and others that will be used in the planned activities. Grant description. It is an educational project that consists of giving formative talks, free of charge, different educational institutions, public and private, in the central area of the city of Maracay, capital of the state of Aragua in Venezuela. These talks are aimed at students of general secondary education, so the age group to attend is between 12 and 17 years of age, without ruling out the possibility of also working with teachers and parents of the institutions visited. In this first stage of the project, the talks will consist of basic training in blockchain and cryptocurrencies with a strong focus on privacy and Zcash. The basic fundamentals of Bitcoin and the blockchain will be given to later dedicate the rest of the time to Zcash. The idea is that our teenagers learn the basic content about blockchain and cryptocurrencies and encourage them to take their first steps, with the support of their parents, in this exciting world, but with the security and privacy that the Zcash ecosystem offers us, taking advantage of the high interest and the wide adoption that cryptocurrencies have had in our country. Deliverables. As it is an educational service, the deliverables will consist of photographic records of the activities carried out, statistical control of attendance at the activities, proof of the execution of the activity endorsed by the directors of the institutions visited, and a weekly summary through the Zcash community, the free 2Z platform, the Zcash community in Spanish on Telegram and broadcast on different social networks. Risks. 4. The execution of the activities. There is a risk of theft of the equipment to be used in the talks. For this reason, an item related to the transfer by taxi has been included within the estimated expenses, since they do not have their own vehicle, and this is the safest way to get around, to protect the physical integrity of the speaker, as well as that of the equipment. Another aspect to take into account is the fact that this project is a personal initiative, so there is no team of people to support the activities, with which there is a risk of work saturation, which will require a very good planning of the weekly activities, in which it is estimated to serve at least 2 educational institutions. Regarding the risk that affects the successful consignment of the deliverables, only the lack of internet connection or electricity service can be mentioned too. Situations that usually occur in Venezuela. Team. As it is a personal initiative, only one person will be responsible for delivering the grant. In this case, my person, Yandira Delgado, a 44-year-old Venezuelan professional, graduated 21 years ago from the University of Carabobo, Núcleo Aragua, with a degree in business administration, dedicated to teaching since before obtaining my university degree, working as a university teacher in different educational institutions in my country, such as the IUT La Victoria, today up to Federico Brito Figueroa, where, currently work as a teacher attached to the National Administration Training Program. Likewise, have worked for a little over 3 years, with students of general secondary education, specifically at the WEP Instituto de Educación Integral Luisa Teresa Lanz de Leden and at the WEP International College in the city of Maracay, where, currently work as a professor in the area of projects. In addition, am studying a master's degree in computer science and educational technology at UN Francisco de Miranda, being a lover of ICT and a faithful defender of the need to reduce the technological gap that prevents us from accessing new ways of learning and educating ourselves. For more than a year, have been creating educational content on my Telegram channel at Yandira Digital, my personal blog yandiradigital.wordpress.com, the free 2Z platform, and YouTube, developing an important interest in blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, and considering myself a crypto enthusiast in the process of formation, and with the desire to share what have learned with the generations that are rising, since think that only education will help us to a greater crypto adoption. Have been part of the Zcash and SPAFL community since last year, a space in which have learned a lot, especially regarding security and privacy in the blockchain world. Due to my experience in the educational field, consider that am qualified for this personal project, in which am completely open to new committed people joining the work and making it grow to achieve a greater reach.